Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all? Fine? Been quite early this morning here, is it? All right. I'm Sanjay Thakur. I'm a chef, as you can see with this chef jacket on, right? It's a lovely crowd today. It's such a positive energy, positive vibes all over the auditorium. Outside, I saw all the smiling faces. It was really inspiring. So with a little bit of a glitch, the video will be playing over that side, which will correlate to my story, which I will be speaking over here. So there's a lot to talk. So let's get talking. Yeah? Okay. Let's quickly do a check. Yes, perfect. All right. So you must be thinking why we are starting with the galaxy over there on the screen. Very simple reason. I want you guys to forget everything you know about chefs and start with a new perspective right from today. Because it's not what you have seen yet on the televisions. The life is completely different. It's far away from the stardom. It's something which our parents were not allowing us to do. Because it's 13 to 14 hour grind every single day, 6 days a week. And for what salary? For very little money, yeah? So that's why that galaxy was there. This is my universe. My dad, been a chef for over 4 decades. He have been cooking and training a lot of master chefs under him. And he just recently retired from his position. And he's chilling, which he deserves a lot, pretty much. Okay, so what do we know about kitchen? Kitchen is a place, first of all, chefs never had this platform, this stage. And that's why I've got all that list in my hand. This is my speech, basically. Why I'm keeping it here? Because we are not comfortable on the stage. We were never being given a platform to speak. We were always behind those 4 walls where we were surrounded by ovens, pans, hot equipments all over, things boiling out, people shouting. And all for what? Just to get one meal out from the kitchen. And it's not just one meal. It's thousands of meals every single day. Every single day. And we have to make sure it's not just done with a half passion. It has to be done completely with full heart out there to feed all of you guys there. And currently nowadays with the trend of social media we have, and everyone is a foodie, you know how it's affecting a day-to-day chef's life? It's affecting in a very bad format. Because with one social post, it can ruin a chef's life. All his hard work over the years, he put that in kitchen. All his sweat. Just because he didn't do your butter chicken the way you wanted to do. Right? So food is now a very serious business. People are taking it extremely seriously, whether it's on religious basis, whether it's on caste basis, whether it's on north, south, east, west. It's not a normal business anymore. Right? Okay, let's go to this stand there. So watching these jalebis give me a memory. This was one of my first jobs which I got as a trainee. I was working in Chandigarh where I had a live section, live station. You might have visited a lot of weddings and you have seen there, jalebi counter will be live, chaat counter will be live, lot of different sort of counters. So I used to stand on this counter. और जिस एज में स्टूडेंट्स एक्चुअली गर्लफ्रेंड्स बना रहे होते हैं, हम जलेबी बना रहे थे. एंड कॉन्स्टेंटली वी वर गेटिंग टैग लाइन ऑफ भैया 2 पीस दे दो. राइट? सो इट्स अ बिग डिफरेंस फ्रॉम दैट भैया स्टेज टू दिस स्टेज. इज नॉट इजी. इट वॉज क्वाइट अ लॉन्ग जर्नी. एंड दिस लॉन्ग जर्नी shouldn't have been possible if you don't drive your passion in a right format. Yeah? This is a very simple photo which I clicked last year when I came to Chandigarh. Kulfi being served on a leaf. Right? These guys are not doing it because someone told them, let's talk about sustainability on the street. They are doing it because they care. They're doing it because they know the value of nature or the ingredients or the resources which are around them. So whenever I speak to different colleges, I always try to tell students that always make sure you respect the ingredients, the resources we have, rather than just following what is there on the television. Nowadays, the problem is everyone comes on the television, say a sad story, and boom, they are a chef. Is this a trend nowadays, right? And for them, they will have their own colleges, they will have their own restaurant. But the chefs who are working right next to your street, they've been working there for 6 to 7 or probably more than 10 years, 20 years. And no one ever asked them that how you're doing. Are you okay? They will every night go to their places back home, bruised, cut, burned, all sort of things, abused. And no one ever speak to them that, are you guys okay? In fact, the reality is the chefs who are in front of the camera are not really the chefs. Your real master chefs are behind those cameras. Because the ladle work is done by the super chef, but all the hard work goes behind it. जब वो मेकअप कर रहे होते हैं तब ये जो real chefs होते हैं, they are the one who are cooking behind the scenes. And that's why I respect these guys a lot. All the famous restaurants nowadays in India picking up a trend from street food. वही street food जो 10-20 रुपए का रोड पे मिल रहा है, वही उसी को एक चांदी या गोल्ड की प्लेट पे डाल के उसको 400 का आप लोगों को बेचेंगे और आप ताली भी देंगे उसके लिए. And how about those people who are doing it on the street with an original message out there? It's very important to recognize the real talent. A very close to my heart picture over there. It's about prashada we get in temple, gurdwara, or any religious format or platform, right? But we never realize that this prashada comes with a message. This prashada, most of the time it's sweet. Why? Sweet raises your activity of your brain. Brain start working. And it's not just prashada we take away from that place. It's blessings and the idea behind the prashada, which is the positivity. Such a huge establishment, not just at one place, but around the globe. They are sending a great message out there for people that equality and using the ingredients in the right format can feed lakhs, thousands, or even major numbers, which we have never imagined. Right? So these are the messages and these are the chefs we have to respect and we have to talk about. And the serious message behind this is the numbers of poverty and hunger is growing every single day. Every single day. And why our young students are joining hotel management colleges? Any guesses? Is all because they want to go abroad. They want to be a celebrity chef or they want to go abroad. Is this why we wear this jacket? I don't think so. I think this jacket comes with a responsibility, and the responsibility is to focus on these needs of people, and not just for social media, but for every single way we can. I've been speaking for last 6 years in different colleges, universities. I try to stay away from the social buzz about all these things. Why? Because then it gets commercial. Then brands just approach you because they want to market your needs. It's not about marketing our needs. It's about filling up those needs which are required to be filled. And it's part of my job. It's part of my job. This jacket means that you have to feed people. It doesn't mean you have to stand in front of the camera and talk, जी मैं गरीब था जी, मैं अमेरिका बहुत मुश्किल से पहुंचा, आप अमेरिका पहुंच गए, वो बहुत बड़ी बात है. लोग रोड पे यहाँ पे पड़े हुए हैं, उनका कुछ लेना देना नहीं आपकी सॉफ्ट स्टोरी से, या उनको कुछ मिलने वाला है उस सॉफ्ट स्टोरी से, नथिंग, राइट? तो दिस इज व्हाट आई से. एंड स्टूडेंट्स की भी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि आई डोंट ब्लेम देम. आई डिड द सेम थिंग आफ्टर माई एजुकेशन. जब जलेबियां बन रही थी वहां पे, दैट टाइम आई रियलाइज्ड कि यार वेयर इज द ग्रोथ, हाउ कैन आई ग्रो लाइक दिस? एवरी सिंगल डे सेम स्टोरी. आपको प्याज काटने पे लगाएंगे दिन से रात तक, उसके बाद जब आप थक जाएंगे नेक्स्ट डे आके यू डू द सेम जॉब एवरी सिंगल डे. हाउ कैन आई ग्रो? I've tried 3-star establishments to 5-star establishments, same exploitation, same story. अभी तक आप लोग गिनती से 2 या 3 शेफ्स को जानते होंगे who have been well recognized in India. So we are saying that in a country of 1 billion people, there are only 3 chefs who are outstanding. And how about so many hotel management colleges running across India? They cannot produce single 3-star Michelin chef until today. So it's a big question. It's a big question. If we don't control this right now, then education system will be a joke. It's already becoming a joke, where educated people are not getting jobs, and chefs coming from the television having their own restaurants, and they are hiring the educated ones. Now it's a very thin line to be a talented chef, to cook by a talent, and be an educated chef. It's a difference, right? I can't say a person who have never studied about aircrafts to go fly an aircraft. Same way it comes in cooking as well. Lot of intense knowledge is required. You know, I mentioned it a lot of times, in every masala, every spice, let's say cumin, for an example. Have you ever noticed, or have ever chef have spoken about it, that cumin cooked at 40 degrees will give you a different flavor in that curry? Cumin cooked at 60 degrees will give you a different flavor, and so on. Right? This is very important factor, because this is how international restaurants who are being right on the top, that's how they're claiming that top status, because they put a research behind every single thing. For an example, अब मेरे को वो लोग अनियन देंगे, बोलेंगे संजय आप जाके अनियन को पहले ग्रिल करो, राइट इट्स टेस्ट फैक्टर, कितना टेस्ट लूज हुआ है, कितना मॉइस्चर लूज हुआ है, then you go grill it, then you go poach it, then you go bake it. And then we try to put those 4 different or 5 different sorts of onion cooked into that sauce, and we'll see which one tastes better, which one brings the onion in a better format. और हम लोग तड़का कैसे मारते हैं with the same format from last so many years. We never thought of trying something else. Okay, let's lightly cook the onions on the charcoal. Let's give them a little bit of a burnt texture, and then we start processing it in our tadka. We don't do that. करना की हो, सानू की है, चल रहा है, चलने दो ऐसे, कोई क्वेश्चन तो पूछ नहीं रहा. Neither restaurants are asking, neither clients are asking, neither guests are asking. So this cycle keep on going on, and we call it diversity. It's not a diversity, it's called laziness. That from 100-kilometer difference, one person cannot make a same kadai chicken recipe. It's laziness because it's never been documented. And if it's not been documented, that's how people cannot follow that recipe. Mayonnaise आप लोग खाते होंगे सब लोग, या tomato sauce भी खाते होंगे. It's a standard recipe throughout the world. Wherever you go, mayonnaise and tomato sauce is a standard recipe. बट आप इधर जाके कढ़ाई गरीबी खाएंगे, इधर कुछ और है, साउथ में तो कुछ बहुत ही और है, आप कहीं और चले जाएं, एवरीवेयर इज अ डिफरेंट रेसिपी फॉर दिस. एंड हु इज स्ट्रगलिंग बिहाइंड दिस? द स्टूडेंट्स. सेलिब्रिटीज का तो चल जाएगा, उन्होंने तो जो भी प्लेट पे रखा वो तो भगवान मत्थे है कि वाओ यार दिस इज अमेजिंग, वी नेवर हैड अ मील लाइक दिस. सो दे कैन मैनेज, बट यंग स्टूडेंट्स कांट. Currently I'm cooking for a very small lot to create this awareness. I've cooked over in 9 countries, just with the pure message that look, let's go beyond curries and kebabs, and let's educate people that Indian food is much more to that, and is not just sticking on to spicy food. It's much more. Health and nutrition comes from Ayurveda, comes from India, the biggest weapon we have to cure every possible disease on this planet, and we don't use it correctly. So this is the basic message we go out with. And recently we try to cater not just students in hotel management, but we try to go even to orphanages, to madrasas, and we try to talk to them that why don't you try one day a week something nutritious. And that's how we are keeping it up so far, and it has given an amazing response, and we were really happy. Let's quickly show what creativity and innovation means for me. These are a few of the pictures I'm going to quickly slide on. This is modern face of what Indian food looks like for me. We try to push boundaries, we try to create, we try to innovate every single day. And that's India on plate. And a very interesting story behind this dish. When I served this dish in Hong Kong, people were not ready to use knife. They said we're going to use our spoons. That much of love people have for the food when you put it on the plate. So you can see how important it is at today's age. So imagine and innovation is one of the key subject for today. And imagining solves every single problem. That's what I say to people. And imagining is not a big deal again. But following that idea how you can bring your imagination to life is what matters. Now, basic example, dham. I don't know how many of you heard of it. It's a basic preparation in weddings, and a very spiritual, very religious thing. I believe that every religious way of doing things show us the correct and sustainable way. It's a self-sustainable way. I was very surprised these guys using 40-30-30 ratio. That means they're using 40% wood, 30% charcoal, and 30% of dehydrated animal waste to use as a source of energy. How impressive is that? Hotels and restaurants, do they ever think of that? I haven't seen it. I've traveled and I've seen a lot of hotels and worked with a lot of hotels. I've not seen this concern. Funny thing about this video is thousands of years ago, we used to talk about that how we used fire to cook. And over the years, it has evolved. Now we control fire, right? But some of the houses are still struggling to get basic need, which I get it in 1 second. It's here with me in 1 second. And this lady might be walking around in forest looking for wood, looking for fuel to burn it. A lot of other things. She will spend 3 to 4 hours. So the distance and the difference between the communities have gone so far. And no one talks about these realities. So what I believe always in give back to communities. Very quickly, because we have very short time left, we will come on a quick farming quick tutorial because this is one of my most favorite chefs, Dan Barber. He has done an amazing research on farming, and this will open up your eyes at how different it is. Let's go on quickly this barley. How many of you know what we are feeding chicken? Most of you must be eating chicken, right? Chicken are herbivorous, so is lamb or mutton or sheep, whatever we call it, right, in the language. They are herbivorous. We are feeding them grains. Why? Because the demand is so high amongst us that we want to have chicken and lamb every single day. What does it do to the cycle? It creates demand, and farmers cannot fill up that demand. And this is the reason why people are giving you food which is infected. People are serving you food which is artificial ingredients have been used to genetically modify these animals. This is a normal hen being, free range. It's just kind of a free range where they don't mess around with them. And there are the difference between free range lamb or free range sheep and the grain fed. This is the basic difference. This is how. And what do you think? Which one will taste better? Of course, the one left right on the corner there to feed. There are basic differences there. We won't be having much time to discuss that, but let's move on. Let me show you a quick difference between the meat quality we receive. The one on the left over there, how much of fat content is there? Is it healthy for you guys? No. Sheep have rumen inside them, which digest all the sugar come out of those grass. And then hen used as a sanitizing ladies. They just walk behind those fields and clear whatever left over by the sheep. So you see how organized even the farming facilities in different countries is, and how much concern they are regarding their food. Why? Because people go and question them that how we can make a difference. And this is why the research and all the research come out. We used to have 7,500 different varieties of tomatoes. Only 53 different kinds are available currently in India. And how many we are using in day-to-day life? 2 or 3 different varieties. How much it's affecting our nature? We have no idea about it. And it won't be late that when we're going to lose all these ingredients and we're going to have those genetically modified tomatoes to satisfy our hunger. These are again some numbers. Our world chef Thomas, he's a president for World Chefs. He have always assisted us to do these initiatives, go around the globe, cook for the needies and educate them, most important. Cooking shows are done in a great format, but let's not just go for cooking shows, but take time out. Donations is not what these kids want. Education is what they want. We can go spend 1 day a month, just 1 day a month, and just have a look what do they eat. And if we can make a difference over there. I know it's not a very sellable show on probably on a TV channel, but it does make your heart very happy. And I think that's what it's all about. Oops, I think I did something wrong. Yes, sorry. A lot of institutions have come forward. I'm just trying to show some positive changes which have come over the years. A lot of diners which we catered, we tried to educate them on the same, which has again showed us positive results. My last pop-up, which was at Everest, which is world's highest pop-up restaurant, and a sustainable restaurant. Everything for that restaurant being collected from that region of Himalayas and been cooked with a single message that don't pollute and care for the nature. This is all the way we went up there, risked our life for this, 18,000 feet above the ground. And of course, hard work always paid off. These are a few of the portals which I'm very proud of, that we never paid a single rupiah to be on those portals. And we all know today, PR teams, how much they charge you for single article to be out on the media. We never paid a single dollar for that. And that's what the message I'm going to put forward to all the young chefs. Don't leave and don't give up hope. And for you guys also, please, when you go back around your restaurant, you love to dine, go have a chat with the chef. They really get encouraged, not with the salary they're getting over there, but with your words. Every empty plate goes back into the kitchen. I'm telling you, 70% of the chefs going to have a look at those plates and be happy. That's all they want. So I would say, you know, what in that movie it said very nicely, ki zindagi badi honi chahiye, babu moshaye, lambi nahi. And let's keep that message rolling, and let's keep promoting right, because if you guys promote right, we will be able to help you feed right. Thank you, everyone.